Hi friends, good afternoon. Thank you for joining the webinar. We are now live and we are waiting for our other colleagues to join. We will start sharp at 3 p.m. So please bear with us for another few minutes and we will be starting. I can see a few of you have already joined the room. If you have any questions specific to Switzerland, you can already put that in the chats tab and we will be taking up questions towards the second half of this webinar. Thank you. Hi friends, good afternoon. I can see a lot of you have already joined us. Thank you for being with us today. We will be starting sharp at 3 p.m. So in another 3 minutes, we'll be starting. Thank you. Hi friends, good afternoon. Our room is quickly filling up and there are a lot of you who have already joined us. Thank you for being on time and thank you for being punctual. We will be starting in another 2 minutes, so please bear with us till then and we'll be starting in 2 minutes. If you have any questions that you want to address, you can already put it in the chat tab and we will address the questions with you as we go along with this webinar. Thank you. Hi, friends. Good afternoon. Thank you all for joining us today. We will be starting sharp in 1.5 minutes, so sharp at 3 p.m. Please bear with us till then. Thank you. Hi, friends. Thank you for putting your questions already in the chat tab. I can see that you're asking questions. We will be taking up questions towards the end of this webinar. So if whatever doubts you have, please do put it in the chat tab and we'll try our best to clear it as soon as we can. So thank you. And thank you all for being here today. I can see a lot of you have now joined. Please bear with me for another minute and we will go live then. Thank you. Good afternoon, friends, and thank you so much for joining us today. It's so nice to see so many of you live with us. Thank you for being part of this wonderful webinar. My name is Devika, and I will be moderating the session today as we learn more about Switzerland. I'm sure Switzerland is your favorite destination, and it's mine for sure as well. Today, I'm joined by some esteemed panelists, and I will be introducing them right away. Firstly, I'm joined by Mr. Ameya Kamath, Business Development Manager, Leisure for Switzerland Tourism. Hi, Ameya. Thank you for being here. Next, I have Miss Isabel Raspada, Junior Marketing Manager, Jungfrau Region Tourism. Hi, Isabel. Third, I have Mr. Philip Hauser, member of the owner family for Belvedere Swiss Quality Hotel. And lastly, I have Mr. Joel Winger, Manager, Management Swiss Miniature Essay. Thank you all. Thank you so much for being with us today. Thank you for being here. I'd like to now hand over to Mr. Ameya Kamant to take us through the presentation. Ameya, over to you.
Thank you so much, Devika. Good afternoon, everybody in India, and welcome to our latest webinar. Thank you so much for taking the trouble to join in, and we have a very exciting schedule planned for you. We have some very exciting products in the offer. As Devika mentioned, the very popular Jungfrau region, uh, the boutique, bespoke, traditional styled hotel Belvedere in Grindelwald, and the famous park from the Ticino region, through which you can see all of Switzerland in within an hour, the Swissminiatur. So we're looking forward to taking you through these attractions, and of course, with the goal that more and more of your clients get the opportunity to visit Switzerland and see its various offerings. So, just to give you an update about Switzerland currently, uh, there are already a few questions about the travel procedure and visa procedures coming in. So at this point of time, just thought I would take you through this particular aspect. So on the travel conditions to Switzerland, the best way to kind of analyze under what condition your travelers, your clients can visit Switzerland is by logging on to the travel check link that has been created by the Swiss government and the Federal Office of Public Health. It's called travelcheck.admin.ch. Uh, so you get to understand that aspect. And just for your reference right now, with regards to entering Switzerland, only fully vaccinated Indians can enter Switzerland at this point of time. You need to have both your doses plus complete the 15-day cooling off period post your second dose, and you have the chance to visit Switzerland. Right now, only those who have a WHO approved vaccine can enter Switzerland from India. So Covishield was always approved, and during the Diwali weekend, Covaxin also got approved. Vaccine certificate that you require to take with you from India is the one that is in the new International Indian Travel Certificate format, which you can download from the Covin app or the Covin portal. To ensure that you fill in the Federal Office of Public Health entry form, the Swiss PLF document before you enter Switzerland. And of course, the rule still applies. Unvaccinated, partly vaccinated travelers, or those who have not been vaccinated with a WHO approved vaccine, cannot enter Switzerland. So if you have clients who've got the dose of Sputnik, you cannot enter Switzerland from India at this point of time. The update with regards to travel conditions in Switzerland. Uh, of course, Switzerland being a country known for its health and safety standards and focus towards hygiene, cleanliness, and safety, we follow all the strictest protocols that have been put in place. In fact, we launched the Clean and Safe initiative supported by Switzerland Tourism in 2020, which basically is a label that all our suppliers can apply for. And with that, they can through that they assure that they assure all travelers visiting Switzerland that they adhere to all the strictest cleanliness protocols, and that Switzerland is safe, hygienic to travel to, and they look forward to welcoming your travelers, your clients back to Switzerland. Masks are currently mandatory only in public transport, in shops, in restaurants, and especially when you are not at your table. So you don't have to wear a mask when you're sitting at your table, but when you get up to go to the buffet counter, for example, or visit the washroom, you have to ensure that your mask is on at all times. It is, of course, always recommended to adhere to all the COVID protocols and regular guidelines such as social distancing, etc. The update as of 25th October, what has come into full effect is the requirement for the Swiss COVID certificate to enter all indoor venues. That includes gyms, bars, restaurants, casinos, zoos, museums, etc. If not the Swiss COVID certificate, then either the EU digital certificate or any certificate from an EU or Schengen country that is compatible with with the EU digital COVID certificate. So those are recognized in Switzerland. For example, the French health pass is recognized in Switzerland, and vice versa. The Swiss COVID certificate can be used in other Schengen countries as well. And the third most important thing is that with regards to vaccines certificates of third countries such as India, the US, Southeast Asia, etc., you can now convert your certificate into the Swiss COVID certificate. So if you have an EMA approved vaccine, that is a vaccine approved by the European Medical Association, then you can convert it to the Swiss COVID certificate and use it. So currently, only Covishield is EMA approved. So those who have been vaccinated with Covishield can convert their certificate into the Swiss COVID certificate. Covaxin is not yet approved by EMA, so you can't convert your Covaxin certificate to the Swiss COVID certificate or any EU digital COVID certificate format. So there is a little bit of a restriction towards entering indoor venues if you have been vaccinated with Covaxin, and you would be required to either do an antigen test every 48 hours or a PCR test every 72 hours before entering an indoor venue if you have Covaxin and you enter Switzerland. For fully vaccinated guests with Covishield, your certificate can be converted to the Swiss COVID certificate via the link mentioned on the slide here, COVID certificate-form.admin.ch. Do note that the conversion charge is 30 Swiss francs per applicant. All the required information, that is your personal details, your vaccine information, passport number, etc., needs to be mentioned clearly, and all the required documents need to be uploaded. And within 4 to 5 days, you should be able to receive that certificate after it has been approved for conversion. You can even directly have it onto your phone by downloading the COVID-19 certificate app of Switzerland. However, there is a little bit of an exception in case your clients are going to Switzerland and spending their first night in Geneva. Then they need to directly apply to the canton of Geneva via the link mentioned on the page, and it will be converted for free. Right. So just for your reference, I thought I would have a poll question put in place. Have you or your clients been able to successfully generate the Swiss COVID certificate? You have four options: yes, no, yet to try, didn't know that this was possible, this had to be generated. So I look forward to seeing your answers. Please do go to the poll tab and put your correct answer onto the platform.
Hi, friends. The poll question is on your screens right now. We are waiting for your response. Please go ahead and message your response to us. So, Amya, I have some interesting results for you. 20% have said yes, 8% have said no, 53% have said yet to try, and 18% have said didn't know that a Swiss COVID certificate had to be generated.
Thank you so much. So for those who are yet to try, guys, you need the Swiss COVID certificate for your clients to visit Switzerland. And it's high time you start selling Switzerland because you can easily travel there now. Uh, just a follow-up question now: if you have faced any issues at the time of conversion, especially for those that answered no, can you please let me know what exactly was the problem? Portal or website not functioning, payment issues, payment gateway issues, in spite of uploading all the documents, your form got rejected, and if there are any other issues. So again, poll tab, please answer the question.
Friends, the poll is live on your screens. Please do put in your response. So, Amya, again, I have very interesting results for you. 10% has said it's the portal or website not functioning. 15% have said payment issues or payment gateway issues. Another 10% has said rejection of certificate in spite of filling the form, submitting the documents, and making the payment. And 68% have said others.
Okay. Okay, I'm assuming the 68% are yet to try because we had a lot of yet to tries as well. But no, thank you so much. All your feedback helps us improve and communicate it to the government also on ways that we can improve it so that your clients can go through a smoother process. So thank you so much for your feedback in this regard. Again, if you want detailed updates about the rules for traveling within Switzerland, please do log on to our website, myswitzerland.com. We have that information available and it's updated as soon as there is new information that comes in. If you're looking for general information about the Swiss COVID certificate and all the criteria, please do log on to the site created by the Federal Office of Public Health, that is foph-coronavirus.ch. We also have information about COVID tests that your clients might require to come back to India. So you can log on to our website to get access to that information, as well as get to know what options are available in the market for your clients, so that you can book it when they have to come back. Similarly, if you have any queries related to the visas or travel procedures, best to write to the Embassy of Switzerland visa section. They're the sole authority in this regard, and they will be able to help you out. And you can also connect to VFS to learn more about the documentation and procedures. We at SD are at your service. Our website has been designed to help you with regards to all the information about Switzerland and its various travel products. You can follow us on LinkedIn. We're now on LinkedIn, and we post all the regular updates about our activities and events in the market, as well as all updates about various products and new launches in for the clients. We have our Switzerland Travel Academy, which you can attempt and complete the core modules to become a certified Switzerland travel expert. And we also have our webinar recordings, which you can view to brush up on your knowledge about Switzerland. So all available on our website. Please do log on in case you want to improve your knowledge about Switzerland. And something really cool that's coming up for the travel trade is we're creating a new sales manual specifically designed for the Indian travel trade to assist you to sell Switzerland in the market and keep you updated with new products and services, as well as some insider tips to do something off the beaten path for your clients. For 2022, we hope this would be a tool that you can use to sell Switzerland to your clients. So we look forward to getting launching this soon and sharing it with you. Now, without further ado, I hand over the podium to my colleague Isabel, who will take you through the wonderful and gorgeous Jungfrau region for your clients.
Thank you very much, Amaya. Hello, everyone. Thanks a lot for joining us today. I'm happy to give you some further inputs about the Jungfrau region. But before I do that, I'd like to do a quick poll question as well from our side. So I'm going to read it out very quickly. So which region in Switzerland have you been selling the best so far? Is it Zermatt-Valais region, the Jungfrau region, Geneva region, Lake Lucerne region, Zurich region, Lake Geneva region, Ticino, or other regions in Switzerland? So you can start the poll question now.
Yeah. Isabel, I have the question up. Friends, please do put in your results. I'm getting a lot of results. Give me another 2 seconds and I'll read the answers out to you. So Jungfrau is at the lead with 60%. The next is Zurich region at 18% and Lake Lucerne at 13%. All the others are under 5%.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I'm obviously very happy to hear about the results. So today I'm going to focus on our main attractions in the presentation, but of course I hope to give you lots of inputs to sell our region even more. And for those of you that already know it a little bit, it's a good update today. And for those of you who are new to the region, I'll give you a quick overview of what it all includes. So, but first, I would like to also give you a quick inspiration and a mood video. So let's see what the Jungfrau region has to offer in a short 30 seconds. So you may do the video.
Isabel, you're muted. Can you please unmute yourself?
Thank you very much. So we are back. Once you have landed in Switzerland, probably at Zurich Airport, it takes you about 2 hours to come to our beautiful region by car or by train. We are south of Interlaken, which is the town between the 2 lakes that you can also see on this map, on this slide. And I'll give you a short other map. You see Interlaken down here again between the 2 lakes. And from there, if you come by train, you would change onto other trains that go into the different valleys of the Jungfrau region. Or if you come by car, you would continue on to the different valleys in the Jungfrau region. So when we talk about the Jungfrau region, we always also mean 5 main destinations that are situated or located in this region. And those are Grindelwald, Wengen, Mürren, Lauterbrunnen, and the Haslital. I'll give you a quick map again to see where they are located. So you see Interlaken down between the lakes again, and from here it takes about 30 minutes to go up to Grindelwald and about 20 minutes to go to Lauterbrunnen, which is in the Lauterbrunnen Valley. And then from Lauterbrunnen takes you by train about 15 to 20 minutes to go up to Wengen or to Mürren. And here, special to say, Wengen and Mürren are 2 car-free villages, so you only get there by train, but it's actually pretty easy. As I told you, it's just 20 minutes to Lauterbrunnen and another 15 minutes up on the mountain. And then last but not least, we also have the Haslital, which is on the left side of this picture. It includes the city or the town Meiringen and the Mount Hasli, which is on the left of Meiringen. So let's start with our biggest resort, Grindelwald. It's a very traditional and lively village that lies at the foot of the Mount Eiger. There you will find definitely the most options when it comes to accommodation. The range there, it goes from hostels to 5-star hotel. So you get basically the full range in Grindelwald. And Grindelwald itself, it's a rather bigger mountain village, but also a super good base to visit other attractions or excursions in the Jungfrau region. So this would be a rather lively and traditional village where a lot also goes on the main street. You have all the restaurants, the pubs and bars. So definitely a very, very nice address for your clients. Continuing on to Lauterbrunnen, which lies in the valley. As you can see here also on the picture, you have steep rock faces on both sides. And this valley is actually famous for its 72 waterfalls. You can see a few on this picture here, but I am always amazed when I'm in the Lauterbrunnen Valley because you will find a waterfall around every corner. Not only in summer, it's very spectacular to see them, also in winter, because parts of them are even frozen sometimes. So that's pretty special as well. And the very big one you see on this slide here on the right hand side, this is the Staubbach Fall, which is visible, or you can reach it free of access. And there are also the Tramelbach Falls, which you can visit with an entry fee. Continuing on to Wengen. Wengen lies on a sun terrace, and as I said, Wengen is one of the 2 car-free villages. You have a beautiful view onto the mountain Jungfrau and down to the Lauterbrunnen Valley, which you can see again on the right-hand side of this slide. And Wengen is rather bigger again compared to Lauterbrunnen, not as big as Grindelwald, but you are already up on the mountain, which is a special atmosphere already, and you are very fast up on the mountain peak by gondola or by train. So it's a pretty nice location for your clients as well. Continuing on to Mürren, our second car-free village. It's a rather smaller village as well. You have walked through it in like 15 to 20 minutes. The views are amazing from Mürren itself. You see the Eiger, Manch and Jungfrau from there pretty well. And it's also a great starting point to visit the Schildhorn, Piz Gloria, which is one of our main excursions in the region, but I'll come to that in a few seconds. And then last but not least, the Haslital is very family-oriented, very family-focused. They offer a lot of activities in summer and in winter for families. You can rent chalets, apartments there, which are a bit bigger also for bigger families. So definitely this would be the location if you have clients that want to travel with family. Now, talking about our excursions, you have maybe already heard about the Jungfrau Joch, the top of Europe, which is one of our star attractions. It's the highest train station in Europe. You can easily spend 2 to 3 hours up there because you have restaurants, you have viewing points, you have shops, souvenir shops. You can also walk on the Aletsch Glacier because they paved the way with snow that it's easily accessible for everyone. You don't need special equipment, actually. The Aletsch Glacier is also a World Heritage Site. So there's a lot to see and explore up there. And you could basically, how do you reach the Jungfrau Joch? It's basically from Grindelwald or Wengen, but of course also from other villages. It's pretty easy reachable by train and gondola. Another main attraction in the region is the Schildhornpitz Gloria, as I already mentioned. This is reachable from Mürren by gondola. And, you know, what is special about the Schildhorn is that it's all about James Bond. And you may ask yourself, why is that? It is because it used to be a film location for a James Bond movie in 1969. And so that's why it's all about James Bond up there. You can recreate the scenes, you see the fingerprints of the actors, etc. So it's a pretty nice experience. They also have a restaurant that is 360-degree revolving. So that means in like 45 minutes, you do one round while you have lunch and you see a 360-degree panorama of the surrounding mountains, which is very, very nice. And then also the Alpen Tower is another great excursion in the Haslital. There you are on a mountain peak as well, reachable by gondola from Meiringen. And you have a little restaurant up there where you can get snacks and drinks, and you have a view over 400 mountain peaks in the whole Jungfrau region. So it's a pretty nice lookout point as well. Now, when it comes to outdoor activities, we have something for everyone, basically. When it comes to summer, we have a huge range of hiking trails, biking trails, cycling trails, also for beginners and intermediate and advanced. So you can choose between easy 30-minute, 1-hour walks to 8-hour hikes to a hut. That really depends on the client and what they are looking for. We also have adventurous activities you can do and book. For example, the one that you see here, the mountain carts, this is on Grindelwald First, so close to Grindelwald, and you can ride down these mountain carts, which is a lot of fun. Besides the mountain cars, you can also do zip lining, you can ride down a scooter. So there's definitely a lot of these adventurous activities. Besides Grindelwald First, you can also do river rafting, you can do Via Ferrata for those that want to feel the chills a little bit. But definitely there's a lot of options here as well. And then, of course, in the Jungfrau region, you will also see Swiss culture, Swiss tradition. For example, you see these wooden houses, which are very Swiss in the mountains. We also have a lot of activities which are all about water. I mentioned already the Jungfrau Joch, which is next to the glacier. Then we also have the glacier gorge in Grindelwald itself that you can visit. We have the Aare Gorge, which you can visit in the Haslital. So there's a lot of different options when it comes to water as well. Winter-wise, of course, the Jungfrau region is a huge skiing destination. We have 4 main skiing areas in the region, and in all of them, if you are not a skier or not yet a skier, you can also learn it. We have skiing instructors that are happy to help you learn the first skills and have the first skiing experience in Switzerland, so that is possible as well. Non-skiing activities, they range from sledging, cross-country skiing. You can also just take the train up to a viewpoint and enjoy the beautiful winter wonderland. That's always possible as well. I mean, one of the possibilities could be Grindelwald First. Again, you can see it on the picture on the left-hand side here. There you have the cliff walk, it's called, where you walk along a cliff of the mountain. And at the end of this cliff walk, you see this platform where you have a view down to Grindelwald and the amazing view of the surrounding mountains in Grindelwald. So there's a lot of options as well if you're not skiing or if you don't want to be active. Now I've talked about Grindelwald First already. This is also called the Top of Adventure. You can zip line down there. You can also get attached to an eagle and then fly down with a certain amount of speed. These two activities are actually also open in winter, so you can also book them in winter. And in summer, they are, of course, also open together with the mountain carts and the scooter you can ride down. So Grindelwald Fairs is definitely a nice location for adventurous activities. So when it comes to the region itself and the guests that come to us, I mean, we are in general very family friendly, not only in the hospital, we have lots of playgrounds for the kids, etc. We have spa facilities, especially in our hotels, where you get amazing views while bathing in a pool, or adventurous activities, as I already mentioned. Now, when it comes to accommodation, I told you already that it ranges from hostels to five-star hotels, and that is not only in Grindelwald. Also, when it comes to the Swiss gastronomy, you can of course always try out the Swiss dishes, which is fondue, cheese fondue, or raclette, which is another cheese dish. But of course, we also have international foods, so you won't miss anything in our region. And for me, it's always also the atmosphere that counts. And in the region, you will always have that wonderful atmosphere surrounded by amazing Swiss Alps. So definitely, this will be an experience itself already. Now, I've told you that we have five-star hotels. We actually have only one five-star hotel in our region, and this is the Romantic Hotel Schweizerhof in Grindelwald. It's situated right behind the train station, just 1 minute walk, and it's a great address if you have clients that want to, sleep in a five-star hotel. We can only recommend it. Then we also had recently a new hotel opening in June 2021. So this summer, the Hotel Bergwald has opened up, which is also located on the main street in Grindelwald. It's about a 5 to 7 minute walk from the train station. It's a Swiss premium design hotel, as you can also see here a little bit from the pictures. It has 90 rooms, a restaurant, a smoking lounge, bar, also indoor-outdoor spa facilities. And it doesn't have stars yet at the moment, but they are in the process to getting the stars, and it's going to be around a four-star superior hotel. And then you may have heard about the V Cableway project already. This project has been finalized in December 2020. And this is a project by the Jungfrau Railways. And they have built a brand new terminal, it's called Grindelwald Terminal, from where you get to the mountains in only 15 minutes. And this with a brand new gondola, which is the Eiger Express. So from Grindelwald Terminal, it takes you only 15 minutes with the new Eiger Express to go up to Eiger Glacier. I can show you quickly where this is on the map. Let me just load the map very quick. So you are down here on Grindelwald Terminal. It takes you only 15 minutes to go up to Eiger Glacier, which is up on the top left here of the V. That's why it's called the V Cableway. And then from there, you change onto the train that goes up to the Jungfrau Joch, the top of Europe. Or from Eiger Glacier, you start hiking in summer, or you start skiing in winter. So basically, it's a huge time improvement this project has given us. And also, I mean, the facilities, Grindelwald Terminal and Eiger Glacier are ultra modern. So the Eiger Express in total holds 26 people at once. And it's brand new. Also, the screen you have inside, you get information while you are driving up there. So it's really a great project. So yeah, that was it from my side, very quick. I'm happy to answer your questions anytime, also towards the end of this webinar, of course, but also outside of the webinar. You can always contact us. You see my business card here. I will also make sure to send you the information after the webinar. So please reach out to us if you have any questions about the region or the activities, or if you need any hotel contacts. We are in close contact with the hotels, so we can definitely put you in contact with them. Thank you very much. And with this, I hand over to Philip from the Hotel Belvedere in Grindelwald.
Wonderful. Okay. So turn on. There we go. Hello everybody to India from Grindelwald, Switzerland. This is a picture of how it looked in Grindelwald just a few days back when we got our first snow. Well, it's not from a few days back, but it's the kind of picture you would have seen a few days back. Now it's gotten a little bit warmer, but we're looking forward to a great winter season. I'm here to present our hotel, the Hotel Belvedere in Grindelwald. As Isabel mentioned before, the Grindelwald is the biggest destination in the Jungfrau region and is the gateway to the Jungfrau Joch, the fast gateway via the new Eiger Express, and the way to go to First, top of adventure. So really the perfect place to stay for also several days. Our hotel has been family owned and family run since my great grandfather built it in 1907. This is what makes us unique and special in many ways. We really care for a very personal service with our guests, with our team. It really is this family run atmosphere where every wish is taken care of from the beginning to the end. And we are just a 4-star superior hotel with 5-star service, which is what we are really proud of. We also have a wellness and a spa area with an indoor pool, outdoor pool, which is also very famous by now. I'll show you some pictures of that later. Now, poll question: have any of you already sold our hotel? Yes or no?
Friends, the poll is live on your screens. Please do vote for your option. So, Philip, I have very interesting results for you. I have a 30% yes and a 70% no.
Okay, well, 30%, that's already quite a lot, considering we're only one small hotel in Switzerland with 56 rooms. So thank you very much to all of you who have already sent clients our way. And to all that haven't, we look forward to hopefully working with you in the future. Please feel free to contact us anytime with any requests that you have. So here is a picture of our hotel in the summer, and one of a few more USPs that we have. One is the big terrace with the view over the whole area. We have a bar and lounge with big windows and the view to the area, and the restaurant and the bar with exactly the same. So Belvedere in Italian means viewpoint or place of good view. And this is really what the USP, the biggest USP of our hotel is. Back when it was built, my great-grandfather looked through the whole town to find his favorite spot to build a hotel, and he decided to build it where it is, where there is really nothing in front that could block any view. Even from the ground floor, you have a perfect view of the surrounding mountains. Here you can see what we mean. They have the perfect view over the whole valley towards the bottom of the world-famous Eiger. Another big thing in the region now, especially in the summer, it has been getting warmer and warmer over the last years. So we have installed air cooling in all of our rooms. So it's not air conditioning, it's air cooling. You can only cool down to 19 degrees Celsius. This due to the fact that we're trying to do this very environmentally friendly, and we are cooling the air with groundwater and not with electricity. So environmentally sustainable travel is also very, very important to us. And we have been rewarded the IBEX Fairstay, which is a Swiss label, Platinum Award for sustainability, as one of the only hotels in Switzerland so far. Here are a few impressions from our Instagram. Please go have a look. Find us online. We have a lot of content on there, on pictures from travelers as well as from ourselves, so you can see what people really appreciate when they come to our hotel. This is a picture of the indoor swimming pool, where we have 6 × 14 meters indoor pool. We have an indoor jacuzzi. We have, of course, also massage services. We have a Finnish sauna and a glacier steam bath. And we have this here, one USP from our spa area. which is the outdoor saltwater jacuzzi, which is open summer and winter at 36 degrees Celsius. So it's nice and warm all year round out there in the pool, which is great to relax a little bit after a long day of hiking or traveling through the area. We have our restaurant with a big buffet, so there's also a lot of vegetarian options on the buffet, so that is not a problem at all. Also for people that have allergies, gluten or whatever else, for breakfast or for dinner is not a problem at all. We are very used to that and can easily adapt any menus to any requests that you might have. Here we have the fine dining now in the evening. And to our rooms, we have a total of 56. Most of them are double rooms. You see here the smallest option of the room, the standard room with 23 square meters. We then have the classic rooms, which are slightly bigger, which we have in two different styles. One is the traditional style hotel room that you find anywhere in the world, and then you have these very alpine style rooms with the wooden walls that also give you that wooden scent that some people really enjoy for sleeping, others not so much. So it's also good for us to know when clients arrive what kind of room style they would prefer. Another example of a classic room. Then we have the deluxe rooms. This is now an option where you see the sofa, which can be transformed into a sofa bed. So one of these rooms is easily suitable for 3 people. Same here with the deluxe rooms with a sofa bed. This is even a bigger sofa bed, so it can actually fit a family of 2 adults and 2 children, for example. Then our executive rooms on the 5th floor. These are the rooms you want to book if clients really want the best possible view, because you have the big windows on the top floor, so it's 35 meters above the ground, which is by far the highest building in Grindelwald, so it guarantees you the best possible view. Then we have some family rooms as well, with extra rooms here for the kids with bunk beds. A standard sized family room, Mettenberg, can usually hold 5 to 6 people, and we then also have bigger family rooms that can hold up to 9 or 10 people. Our Eiger family suite with the beautiful view of the Eiger, and once again separate bedroom. Then you have our lounge area here with the fireplace that just creates this very nice alpine style atmosphere of warmth and comfort, and of course also with, once again, you see here the big windows and the beautiful view outside into the valley and the Eiger mountain. Pool table, which is very popular with our guests in the center of the hotel, which always brings a lot of life to the public areas where most people move around. We have our bartenders, which are known for their cocktails. They are producing some of the best cocktails in the region, of course, and their specialities are also to just you tell them what kind of tastes you like, and they will come up with a cocktail that will be customized to you. Here you have the view now from our terrace. And here we have my family. So this is my parents and my sister, my aunt and me, who are currently running the hotel. And my parents will probably retire sometime over the next 5 to 10 years, and then it will be me and my sister that will carry on the family tradition, hopefully for many more years to come. That's pretty much everything from my side. As I said, please feel free to contact us anytime with any questions you might have. Our reservations and MICE department will be happy to help you. Client-wise, we really focus on FITs, so we don't really deal with groups, sometimes very small VIP groups, but otherwise it is really an FIT hotel all year round, and we are also open all year round, usually if there is not any COVID. So at the moment we're currently closed. We'll reopen on the 3rd of December, and hopefully from then on stay open again all year round for the years to come. Thank you very much for your attention, and I'll pass on now to Joël from Swissminiatur.
Hello. Good afternoon to everyone. It's a pleasure to be here today. For me, it's always an emotion when we talk about India, because I was born in India, in Mumbai, in an orphanage. And for me, something special always when I'm talking about India, and mostly also in the Indian market. So, talking about Swissminiatur, is the only place that you can discover all the Switzerland in 1 hour, and we are based on the south of Switzerland, nearby Lugano. Now I'll show you a short movie. Then afterwards, you can have an idea what I'm talking about. Okay, my first question is have you sold the Swissminiatur to your clients? Yes or no?
Hi friends, we're going to start with a poll. The poll question is up on your screens now, so please do respond. So Joel, I have very interesting answer for you. I'm at 45% saying yes and 55% saying no.
Okay, so is a positive answer. 45% is yes, and I hope that the other 55% today we can put Swissminiatur in your itinerary to send your clients to discover all the Switzerland on the south. So Swissminiatur is a business family that it was my grandfather that founded this park the 6th June 1959. So it's a business family. I'm the third generation that I continue this business. And when my grandfather started this business, we got only around 10 or 12 models that are showing about Switzerland. And today we have 128 models. And all the models, rail track, funiculars, are all handmade. So we don't buy anything, but we create by hands everything. And all the structure that are inside the park are all in scale 125. So is one scale that also you don't find on the market. We are the only miniature park open air in Switzerland. And always I suggest that Swissminiatur is a perfect daily trip for for your customer. So if you're based as a they call it for the Interlaken, say you're based in Interlaken or Lucerne, Zurich, you can reach on the south of Switzerland, Lugano, because we are only 5 minutes from Lugano downtown. And after you stop in Melide by the train, and you can visit Swissminiatur. So talking about the train, we are 2 hours from Zurich and 1 hour 40 minutes from Lucerne. And from the south part, so because we are really close to the Italian border, we are 1 hour from Milan, 20 minutes from Como, and 45 minutes from Milano Malpensa International Airport. So always I suggest that Zurich Airport or Milan Airport could be the best get in or get out for your customer. And as a daily trip is the perfect way, because you can discover a part of the south of Switzerland, discover all the Switzerland in Swissminiatur, and after going back or south or north. And in this picture, you can see with the red cross where we are. So the lake is the lake of Lugano. So you are really in between the lake and the mountains. And the bridge that you're going to see is the bridge of the highway. And in front of the miniature park, we have also the train station. So it's very easy to reach us because we have the 2 exit and the 2 enter of the highway, north to south, south to north. We have the train station in front. So Lugano, Melide, where there is Swissminiatur, is only 3 minutes by train. And after you have to walk only 2 minutes, you reach the park. Who is coming by coaches? We have 5 bus parking in front of the park. So also free of charge. So there is any problem also for the groups to come to Swissminiatur, or who want to stop in Lugano and take a nice cruise in Lake Lugano. In 30 minutes, you reach the park, and behind the park, we have the boat station. So you can reach Swissminiatur in 3 different ways without any problem. So next year, we are going to open our season the 19th of March until the 7th of November, every day from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And during the winter time, normally we are always closed because we have to do a lot of maintenance work. But for the groups, we can open by request without any problem. And talking about prices, because I know that is very important, you can see that the prices are not very high. The children under 6 years are free of charge. And the groups size start from 10 people up. So if you have also 2 big family, so you can reach 10 people, we can arrange without any problem already the group price. And talking about train, that is very important. Who is traveling with the Swiss Travel Pass is going to get the 30% of discount. So the Swiss Travel Pass is the best way to travel all around Switzerland with the public transportation. So if you are in the Swiss German part in Interlaken, Zurich, or Lucerne, you can reach Lugano free of charge. And after, when you arrive in Swissminiatur, you're going to get the 30% of discount. And you can see that the prices are very low. So I think traveling with the Swiss Travel Pass to reach Swissminiatur is one of the best way also to save money and enjoy your day in our park. So this one are my contacts. You can see I have many social contacts because I'm really connected all around the world. So please be free to be in touch with me by email or with the app that you're gonna see. Also, you can follow our Instagram page, Swissminiatur _pagina ufficiale. That also you can be always update about what's happening in our park. And waiting you for the next year here in Swissminiatur. And please, if you need any information, any materials about the park, please be in touch with me or with Amelia to Switzerland Tourists, that I will be happy to share with you all the moments, all the activities that we can have here in the park. thank you very much for your attention, and I wish you a nice day. And I hope that I can come soon to my native country and see you, maybe in Mumbai, in Delhi, and drink a coffee together. Thank you very much. Give the word to Ameya.
Thank you so much, Joel. And thank you, Philip and Isabel, for taking us through this wonderful presentation on these fantastic products. And we look forward to more and more Indians visiting and experiencing these unique aspects of Switzerland. Before we get into the Q&A session, I would like to make a slight correction. I've got an update for you guys with regards to the masks. Now, with the COVID travel certificate, Swiss COVID certificate coming into full effect, you are not, I mean, wearing a mask inside a restaurant is no longer mandatory as long as you have a Swiss COVID certificate. So that is an update for you guys. Now we will move to the Q&A session. So my first question is to Isabel. Now, with tourism resuming slowly and steadily, there are always demands for unique offerings, as well as traveling to Switzerland during different seasons beyond just the peak summer season that Indians travel, that is around April to July. So there are a lot of questions with regards to what one can expect if they travel to the Jungfrau region in December. What kind of activities, experiences, especially in December, as well as the winter season?
Yes, thank you very much, Amaya, for the question. It's actually a very good question. December is just before the winter season kickoff in our region, so just before the skiing areas open up and everything. But of course, besides skiing, you can still visit excursions like the Jungfrau Joch, the top of Europe. This one is open 365 days a year. Actually, Grindelwald First is also open in winter. As of December as well. So you can visit the adventures, top of adventure. You can visit cliff walk. There's also a restaurant up there. So this is an excursion you can do as well. And of course, outdoor activities such as hiking, winter hiking is always possible because the trains run in December as well. The gondolas do have some breaks in between, but as of mid of December, they are running again as well. So it's definitely a nice time to visit, also because it's not winter peak time, so to say. So it's still rather calm, but of course towards Christmas time, it's getting busier again, but definitely a very nice season to visit as well.
Thank you so much. The second question is something that we get quite often, but I think it would be best if it comes from you. Can Grindelwald First be combined with Jungfrau Joch, top of Europe?
Yes, that's also a very good question. I mean, as I said, going up to the Jungfrau Joch, let's say from Grindelwald, it takes you about 1 hour and 15 minutes. And up on the Jungfrau Joch, you can easily spend 2 to 3 hours. I mean, you can always adjust that time depending on how much time you want to spend personally. But I would say you can combine it, but I would do it in 2 days because then you can have the full experience, can enjoy the beautiful views, and don't have to rush through the activities. It is possible technically, but I would recommend to spend 2 days for both activities.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Now, with regards to the various adventure activities that you kind of mentioned during the presentation, a lot of questions have come in. Should you book these in advance or directly at the time of travel? How does it work in your opinion?
You can do both. Booking in advance is possible and is actually also, recommendable, especially during the peak seasons. But you can also, of course, directly book on site. That doesn't matter. I always tell clients, you have to bear in mind if it's a beautiful sunny day, you will have a lot of visitors, but that's everywhere the case. So if you want to book it in advance, you can always reach out to Jungfrau Railways and book the tickets in advance. But of course, it's also possible on site.
Great. Thank you so much. My next question is for Philippe. Uh, there was a query regarding adjoining rooms at the hotel. Is it possible, connecting rooms, adjoining rooms?
Yes, we do have a few options for connecting rooms, but those options are limited. So there's only a total of 4 combinations of 2 rooms each that connect to a larger one. All the other ones are just adjoining or opposite, but not connected.
Awesome. Okay. And the second question is, now with a lot of demand coming in for travel in the winter season, do you guys also assist with organizing ski experiences in Grindelwald?
Sure, that is no problem at all.
Great, great. And the third and final question is, with regards to exclusive, you mentioned you do entertain small groups, but you're predominantly an FIT hotel. But if there is like a small wedding or an exclusive event, do you all host it, and what is the kind of service that the client can expect?
So yes, so as we said, we do small groups once in a while, VIP groups. Weddings, to be honest, is not our focus, just because we also only have one restaurant for all of our guests, so it makes it a little bit difficult. So either it's really small and it fits in one of those part rooms of the restaurant, separated from the others, or you would basically have to take the whole hotel, which is then a little bit big again on that side. But yes, we do take groups, but mostly it would be families traveling, or maybe a ski club that comes in the winter. Doing events in our hotel is possible, but it's really not what we focus on and where our speciality lies in.
Great. Thank you so much,
However,
Philip.
for weddings, for example, the Hotel Schweizerhof, which is right next door, the 5-star hotel that Isabel presented, they have a big ballroom and focus on these kind of events.
All right. Thank you so much. Now to Joel. The first question is with regards to, of course, FITs as well as groups, the parking situation, and what is the cost?
So we are an open air park. So to visit the park, you don't need to wear the mask when you have to visit the park. Only inside our shop, because we have a souvenir shop, so it's required the mask. But to visit the park is not required. And also you don't need to show the COVID certificate until now. Afterwards, we have to see what are the future decisions from the Confederation. And talking about cost, so for the FIT price is 19 francs 50 cents. For a senior starting for 65 years old is 15 francs 50 cents, and children from 6 years to 15 are 12 francs 50. And talking about groups that start from 10 people up are 15 francs 50 for adults, 12.50 for seniors, and 10.50 for children.
Thanks, Joel. Joel, my question was with regards to parking for groups.
So for parking the groups, so we have 5 bus parking in front of the park, free of charge. So the bus can come without any problem, can park the bus, and can stay like 1, 2, 3 hours without any problem.
Excellent. So hopefully all the group guys listening in, you have another option for your clients when they visit Switzerland. What about guided tours at the Swissminiatur, Joel?
For the next year, luckily it's allowed again, so we can organize tourist guide inside the park. So we're going to explain about all the history about the park, about the family. And normally it's me that I do it, so will be free of charge, because until it's English, German, Italian, or French, we can handle it. It will be another language we have to ask to someone else from outside, so it will be cost. But from about talking about these four language, we can handle it inside, so without any cost.
Thanks, Joel. And final question is with regards to now, many a times a lot of Indian groups and maybe even small group FIT exclusive groups want to host like a gala evening or a gala event, and they want to do something unique. Is that a possibility that can be explored at the Swissminiatur?
So we can do some as an event, also exclusive after 6 p.m. So mostly could be like in May, June, summer, because the temperature are quite high. So there is any problem. Also, if the group want to come after 6 p.m., there is any problem, I can extend the time without any extra charge. And after we can handle it also as a standing apero, standing dinner, because unfortunately for our situation that we had to close our big restaurant. So we have until now we have only a little pub that we serve takeaway also for vegetarian guests, but we can handle it as a private event. We can handle it without any problem. Also, I think the best way could be if you can do outside, because afterwards during the evening the park has all the lights, so it's completely another atmosphere. And before I saw also during the chat that someone asked how long you take to visit the park. So the park you take around 1 hour, 1 hour and a half to visit the park. So you don't need to spend all the day there, but in maximum 2 hours you can discover all the Switzerland in Swissminiatur. So always I say that is the perfect daily trip to come here on the south, sightseeing Swissminiatur, Lugano downtown, and after continue your itinerary.
Thanks, Joel. And now there's just one question which was actually asked to me regarding the RT-PCR requirements in Switzerland. That would be my final question. So, what I will reiterate what I mentioned during my presentation at the start. If you are a fully vaccinated Indian with Covishield or Covaxin, which are WHO approved vaccines, you can enter Switzerland without having to quarantine. Now, to enter indoor venues, like we mentioned, restaurants, bars, museums, etc., you require the Swiss COVID certificate or a EU compatible digital certificate. For that, only European Medical Association approved vaccines, that's EMA approved vaccines, can be converted. Right at this point of time, only Covishield is approved by EMA, so it can be converted into the to the Swiss COVID certificate. So then, when you have the Swiss COVID certificate, there is no requirement for PCR test, or antigen tests when you enter indoor venues in Switzerland. They will just scan the barcode on the QR code on your certificate, and you can enter and enjoy the destination easily, exactly the way you've been doing it even pre-COVID. Now, if you have, for example, a WHO approved vaccine like Covaxin, but it's not EMA approved. So right now you cannot generate the Swiss COVID certificate with your Covaxin certificate. Only in that circumstance will you require to do an antigen test every 2 days or a PCR test every 3 days to get the QR code that is readable in Switzerland to enter indoor venues. So as soon as we have clarity or a solution to the conversion of Covaxin to this EU digital certificate or Swiss COVID certificate format, we will come out with the communication and inform you guys accordingly. But as of now, only Covishield certificates can be converted to the Swiss COVID certificate. So with that, thank you so much, Joel, Isabel, Philip, for taking the time out to present your beautiful touristic offerings to our attendees. I'm sure now we know 2022 looks extremely promising, and there are a lot of Indians looking forward to once again visit their favorite destination, that is Switzerland. So with that, I'm going to move to the last phase of the webinar. Before we get into the quiz, there are brochures available on the files section of the platform. Click on it. You can download the brochures and keep them on record and use them to sell these various activities and destinations to your partners. So please do not hesitate to do that. For the Swiss tourism webinar quiz, as been the process, answer the question via the link that has been provided. Only answers received within the deadline of 7 p.m. will be considered. Anything post that will not be considered. This is specifically for the travel trade based out of India. Even the chance to win the FAM trip also is for the travel trade in India. So please do to ensure that you fill in all the required information like your name, designation, company details, official email ID, etc. And you can give the question, attempt the quiz and hopefully score high. For any queries regarding Switzerland and its various touristic offerings, please do not hesitate to write to us at india.trade@switzerland.com. We're happy to help you and look forward to you selling a lot of Switzerland to your clients. For the quiz, we have the following questions that can be answered via the link. So besides Wengen, which other resort in the Jungfrau region is car-free? How many waterfalls can you find in the Lauterbrunnen Valley? 3. Grindelwald Fürst is also known as Dash. 4. Which category hotel is the Hotel Belvedere? 5. Does Hotel Belvedere have air cooling in the hotel rooms? Which of the below hotel mountains can be best viewed from the Hotel Belvedere? 7. How much is the discount percentage for visiting Swissminiatur with the Swiss Travel Pass? And the final question, in which region of Switzerland would one find the Swissminiatur? The link is given below and as well as in the chat box. So please log on to it and answer before 7 p.m. today. With that, thank you so much for being a part of our webinar. And we look forward to seeing you in the upcoming webinars as well. We have one on the Swiss travel system and what to expect in 2022 on the 6th of December, and on the 13th of December would be our final webinar on the Jungfrau railways and with the latest updates for 2022. So we look forward to seeing you then, and we'll be communicating all the registration information with you. Thank you so much once again to all our Swiss partners, and we look forward to seeing you again in Switzerland.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Amelia and Devika, for organizing the webinar.
Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Friends, the quiz link is available in the chats tab and also in the offers section of on your system. So please have a look, and you can fill the quiz right away. Thank you all. Thank you so much for being a lovely audience. Thank you to all the panelists for being with us today. It's lovely to have you all with us, and thank you for sharing such detailed information about Switzerland. Thank you so much. I'm sure all our audience has also really appreciated it. Thank you to our lovely audience for being so good and asking all the questions and being so attentive throughout the webinar. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.